Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Temple Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the option. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Rushes on him. Finds a man on the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Clark to fire. Hauls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Wow, did you see that hit by the linebacker? I mean, he came up with authority and bad intentions, forcing the tackle for loss. Man.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads it left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, that's one that well, good coverage.
Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
At the 38-yard line. 3rd down coming.
Now on 3rd down after that run. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, but there's flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Temple lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. And the Gamecocks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Still looking on the move. Rolling right and going deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting the run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quarterback making checks. Backed up in their own end. Don't hold the ball too long. Got his man on the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Clark wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Clark to fire. There's the pressure. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. About took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quick release on the RPO. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
To the air on first down. Under fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Clark wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Sharp. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there, because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Now they'll run the draw. He never had a a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fakes the grab on the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Spins away from the defense. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Taylor.
Complete to the back. Loss of 1 on the play. It's 3rd down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hardy. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Gain of 16.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 47. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Owls are on the move.
That's a first down for the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Wants to throw again. It's complete to the right. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Third down coming.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. On brave old Army team. This is shaping up to be a blowout to remember with the Cadets marching all over the place today. They're up by 17 over Rice. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Clark to fire. Got the back over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Owls! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Can't get him to the ground. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Jacksonville State, 0.
And the Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Mason. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Temple takes over and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him.
Breaks into the open. Building momentum. good chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Pulls in the deep ball. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Working that left side now. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Jacksonville State, 0.
And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
Take over, 1st and 10.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Clark wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And it's been a long day. There's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's got the tight end. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Now on 3rd down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. going to the running game. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line getting set on second down. They're testing the right side here. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Clark to fire. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Got it near midfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity.
Turning it on! And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Running back searching for a hole. At the 20, he's got space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground from the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Clark wants to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Wide receiver going in motion. Going to the run. It's Mason. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. Touchdown, Temple! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Go, take it to the house.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got enough for the first down. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
The give to the back. That's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, and if you're wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game, it's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or throwing the football, they've had penalty problems, but it's turnovers as well. And here in the 4th quarter, ball security coming back to bite this offense, giving that one up.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. snap it to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding this. That QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that sucker.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Just complete and